Welcome, everybody. Let's talk a minute with Damien Alford as we get set for the Orange and Pittsburgh. Tall drink of water here next to me, and an intriguing target. You can see that just here in street clothes. Damien, how about an assessment of how the season's been going from your perspective?
The season's been going good. We're 6-2 right now. We're where we want it to be. Mm-hmm. We wanted to be 8-0, but we did our part. We had some tough games, but we still pushed through, and we had the outcome that we have right now.
Sure. You know, it's interesting to see the role that you've had. You're averaging 23 yards a catch. You make difficult catches, traffic catches, sideline catches, stretching out over people. You can see why people are excited about what could be next for you, right?
Yeah, it's just those are stuff I've been working on in the off season. I was like those certain of those catches that you've seen me do are catches I was struggling with in spring.
Sure.
And just like repetition of doing it, it just became second nature to me. So doing it in the game was fundamentals.
You made a big splash last year with the game-winning touchdown at Virginia Tech. What a rush that was. You know, you think about coming into the year off of some momentum like that. What are the goals, and what kind of role do you feel like you could have?
It was just from that game, it was a confidence booster going into this season. And then this season I just worked hard, just did what I do, and just played my part on the team to help the team win.
Is it inspiring to see what Arande has done? Because there's a guy who a year ago, last year, wasn't necessarily a game-changing factor, but he has been this year.
Seeing Arande do what he's doing right now I like to see it. Like, he's getting confident, like catching the ball and everything, compared to last year where he wasn't really getting that much burn on the field. Mm-hmm. But now that he's one of the starters and seeing him doing that, I'm happy for him.
You've been out there, and the idea is who else can be a threat? You're certainly a good candidate for that. What's the kind of necessary step that you feel like you need to make, or that any of the receivers, whether it's Devon Cooper, Courtney Jackson, need to make to be a second or third option?
We're all taking the steps to get better, getting open. And we all know that once the ball is thrown in the air and it's us versus the defender, we got to come down with the ball, or nobody else come down with it.
With your size and frame, what do you think is your biggest attribute? Is it that athleticism, route running? What's your biggest strength right now?
I think it's my reach, where I can, like, because some people don't think I can reach out for the ball when it's far away, but with the arms I have, I feel like I can get there.
Pretty fun to do that, to go right up over the top of a DB, I imagine. Huh?
It does.
And what about your biggest area of necessary improvement? What are you working on most?
Just my route running. Mm-hmm. That's something I've been working on from time, and it's stuff I'm going to be carrying on into the off season next year, just to get better at it and then bring it into next season.
This is another thing. It could just feel like my imagination, but it seems like in your case, you are there at the end of the game, right? So many of your catches feel like they've come, not necessarily out of desperation, but when it is most needed, and there you are tiptoeing the sideline. Do you get a sense of that?
Yeah, but I'm ready for the ball anytime. Sure. Anytime it's thrown at me. It can be first quarter, second, third, fourth. Every time the ball's thrown, I'm going to do my best and all my power to make sure that I make that catch and to help the team.
Yeah, Damien, what do you think is the most important part here as you head into the final third of the season about being the best offense you can be?
Just staying sound fundamentally, not letting the noise distract us, and just focus on the goal that we had set out for us in the beginning of the season.
All right, I'm going to get you with one hard-hitting question here to wrap it up. You come from Montreal, where they take the French fries, they put the gravy and the cheese curds on the French fries. Yeah. We're going to Pittsburgh this weekend. They take the French fries, they put it right on the sandwich, then coleslaw, and then they put the bread on that. What's the best way to eat a French fry in the whole world?
It's the way we make it, with the fries, the cheese curds, and the gravy. That's the basic one, but there's other restaurants that like switch it up a little bit. They do Caribbean style, they do Quebec style, they do Italian style. There's all types of styles that you can do, especially when you go to Quebec. That's what you'll find.
I suppose you can't ever go wrong with gravy. What is a Caribbean poutine?
It's just like, it's basically the same thing, like the same concept, but they put like
different spices.
Caribbean dishes. Yeah, Caribbean dishes like jerk chicken or oxtail or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like where your head's at. We're going to get a little hungry here, thinking about the right stuff. I know you're looking to bust out. Best of luck this weekend, okay?
Thank you.
That's Damien Alford, the Cuse and Pitt, this Saturday on the road.